The new year is here, and usually every new year I set goals for myself, and I never end up achieving those goals. And it's not for lack of trying. I spend my entire year chasing after a goal only to not achieve it by the end of the year, and that is very disheartening and frustrating. This year I'm going about things much differently, and I'm not going to set any goals for the new year. Goals are a nice vision, but they don't give you the tools to actually achieve them. A lot of times we'll set a goal, but just having that goal doesn't give us the steps to do it. If you don't sit down and plan out how you're going to achieve that goal, what steps you're going to take, a goal is essentially useless. It's just something you wish for. That's why I have trouble with goals, because I can set goals all day long, but it's up to me to figure out how to take the steps to achieve those goals. And I'd rather just take the steps and not worry about the end goal. I feel that goals are too specific and limiting. Now, what I mean by this is when you look for advice on how to set goals, they often tell you be really specific. They tell you to put numbers attached to things and write it out very specifically so it's achievable. It keeps you from seeing other possibilities. For example, maybe your goal is to earn some passive income, and you set yourself a goal of $500 a month. And you're only going to look at things that can make you $500 a month. You're not going to necessarily be focused on things that could make you $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month. And then when you do get that side hustle that gives you $500 a month, you're satisfied, you met your goal, and you stop pursuing your goal. And that means you limit yourself on the opportunities you can make past that goal. That also pairs into when you get towards a goal and you're almost there, you kind of slow down because you're like, okay, I'm going to reach my goal. I don't have to do much more. And like I said, it limits you on your full potential. I know I've fallen into the trap of not going further once I meet my goals. So if I do have a goal that I end up achieving, I don't set a new one related to the same thing. I think it's better to set broad plans, like I want to make passive income. That allows you to see and learn about all the possibilities, and you might find something that makes you a lot more than you could ever dreamed of. Another reason I hate goals is a lot of times they're too far away. You can set goals like wanting to quit your job or wanting a new job or, earning $100,000 a year. And while these are all really great goals to have, a lot of times it takes time to achieve these things. If your goal is to buy a house, you might spend years saving up a down payment. If your goal is to get a new job, it could take you months to years to find a better paying job. And because these are so far away, it can be really discouraging to keep trying to achieve your goals week after week after week and not seeing you achieve that goal or get anywhere close to it. I think it's better to focus on shorter term things that you can implement really easily and that can give you that really quick win. Another reason I don't like goals is because I can become super focused on achieving the goal even when it's no longer a good goal for me. A great example of this was my former YouTube channel. I had a channel before this one. I worked so hard and so long and spent hours just slaving away at this YouTube channel, and I wasn't even really enjoying it. And it's all because I was focused on monetizing that channel and getting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and just reaching that goal consumed me. And I spent way too long on that channel. I spent over a year trying to get that channel going. I should have stopped a long time before that, and I didn't because I was just trying to meet that goal. I wasn't paying attention to how it made me feel or if I was enjoying it. And that's the biggest problem I have with goals, is that a lot of times it forces us to pursue something, and sometimes we have trouble identifying if that is something we still need to pursue. So now that I've explained a little bit about why I'm not a fan of goals, I'm going to start talking about what my plan is instead of goals. Because I do want to make changes in my life and progress as a person. So there are things I'm going to do. I'm just not going to set goals. First, I'm going to be focusing more on the present. How can I make today better? How can I make tomorrow better? What can I do to improve my life right now? I could start going for a walk. I could do 15 minutes of yoga. I could record another YouTube video and post it. There's lots of things that I could do on a day-to-day basis that can help improve my life in the long term. So what I'm doing is thinking about what are these small steps I can take now to get me further ahead in the future. So by finding these small things that I can implement, it's going to be a lot easier for me to be present and to enjoy what I'm doing. Also, I think a big part of this is feelings. What am I feeling when I take these steps? Does doing a certain activity bring joy into my life, or do I not enjoy doing it? And by evaluating how certain things make me feel living in the present, then I can determine if it's something I want to pursue long term. And the second thing I'm doing is implementing habits. Habits are things you can continue to do forever. So if my goal was to save a certain amount of money, let's just say I wanted to save $500. Once I save $500, what most of us do, myself included, is say, okay, I saved $500, I don't need to save anymore. When that's really not the case. You should always be saving. Maybe you put your money in different places, but you should continue to save. So by implementing a habit of saving, say, $50 a week, I can continue that even once I save $500, and that will continue to grow my money. Habits can also improve multiple areas of your life at once. A lot of times when we set goals, we think in terms of that one particular goal. What can I do to be healthier? What can I do to make more money? And what we don't think about is what can you do to improve your life overall? For example, going on a walk. Going on a walk improves your physical health. It helps improve your mental health. If you have a partner or a friend, you can go on a walk with them, and that can improve your relationship. There's lots of things you can do that can improve multiple areas of your life. And I think when we think in terms of goals, we think in very specific parts of our life. Habits allow us to improve multiple areas of our life at once, which is a lot more valuable. Another reason I like habits is you can build on them. You can set a really small habit, and then once you've done it for a few weeks, you can build on it and make that habit bigger and bigger and bigger. The easiest example I can think of is saving money. You can save $50 a week, and then if you're doing that, you can bump it up to $60 a week. And you can build on these habits. And then once you have saved what you need for an emergency fund, you can start investing in the stock market. You can build and take bigger steps as time goes on. Whereas opposed to goals, they're more of a, once you achieve it, you're done, you've reached your goal, now what? And habits, you can just build on forever. Habits are fantastic because you can achieve them a lot more quickly. You can start a habit today and it can become a habit in like 2 weeks, and you can continue to do it. And you'll see results in a week or 2 weeks or a month, a lot faster than if you were trying to reach a goal that will take you 2 years to accomplish. And by seeing results from these habits, it gets you really motivated to keep going. And then you're wondering, what's the next habit I can implement? And what can I do to make this habit even better? You feel progress a lot more. And I think that keeps you moving more quickly towards improving your life as opposed to just chasing one goal. This is definitely a different perspective on what to do for the new year to change your life. I'll be honest, it's different for me and I'm interested to see how it goes, but since goal setting hasn't helped me in the past, I'm really hoping that implementing habits and living in the present will really help me change my life next year.